Why Ja Morant's career is officially over, just as it seemed to be gaining momentum. Ja Morant's season has abruptly come to an end. Furthermore, the promising trajectory of this star guard, once thought to be the future face of the league, now seems to have reached its conclusion. Let's delve into the reasons why Ja Morant's tenure in the NBA has unequivocally reached its end. The return of Ja Morant. Starting the season with a 25-game suspension wasn't the ideal kickoff for the Grizzlies and Ja. However, for NBA enthusiasts, it's clear the point guard bears the responsibility. Yet when their star guard finally returned, Grizzlies fans found solace in the notion that late is better than never. Before his return, the team shared the Western Conference's second-worst record with the Portland Trail Blazers. Numerous factors contributed to their struggles, with Ja's absence being a significant one. Injuries were rampant, or rather, availability issues, considering Ja's prolonged absence also played a part. The Western Conference squad kicked off their season, missing season center Steven Adams, who underwent a season-ending surgery on his right knee. Brandon Clark, Adams' substitute center, was sidelined due to an Achilles tear he sustained last season. Marcus Smart, the team's recent addition in the guard position, along with sharpshooter Luke Kennard and another new guard, Derrick Rose, were all unavailable due to injuries. Ja made a triumphant return just in the nick of time, rallying the team to an impressive streak of 4 consecutive victories, marking the Memphis Grizzlies' longest winning streak of the season. In his initial 4 games post-return, the guard showcased remarkable prowess, averaging 28.8 points, with a shooting accuracy of 50.6%, alongside 8.5 assists and 5.3 rebounds per game. His impact was undeniable. Leading a squad that had previously suffered 5 straight losses prior to his comeback, Ja orchestrated a stunning 24-point turnaround against the Pelicans, sealing the deal with a thrilling buzzer beater.
For a chance to win it in his return. Here goes Morant. He spins. Morant scores! And the timer expires! Count the basket!
If that wasn't enough, Ja also dunked on Wemby in his 7th game back.
In the third quarter, and Ja Morant is with his famous crossover move there, and then is able to elevate before Wembanyama can get back. And hello, Wemby, let me introduce you to Mr. Morant. Y'all haven't met before.
It was clear evidence that Ja Morant had returned with a vengeance, as if he had never been away. Unfortunately, he only had the opportunity to participate in 9 games upon his return. While these may be the sole 9 games featuring Ja Morant this season, they could also mark his final appearances in the NBA. Want to know why? Keep watching to uncover the details. Ja Morant's season came to an unfortunate end. For the first time this season, Ja's return injected some much-needed energy into the Memphis Grizzlies, who had struggled at the outset of the campaign. In the 9 games that Ja Morant played, the Grizzlies boasted a 6-3 record. Morant, operating as point guard, showcased impressive stats, averaging 25.1 points, 8.1 assists, and 5.6 rebounds per game. However, Ja's season took a sharp turn when he suffered a right shoulder injury during practice. Subsequent assessments revealed an underlying labral tear, necessitating surgery and ruling him out for the remainder of the season. His absence dealt a heavy blow to the Grizzlies, who currently languish in 13th place in the Western Conference with an 18-29 record. It's difficult to put a positive spin on this situation. Ja's injury poses a significant setback for the team, casting doubt on their ability to turn the season around and secure a playoff berth. While the Grizzlies face challenges primarily on the basketball court for now, Ja's injury appears to be a more enduring issue, potentially jeopardizing his future in the NBA. Is there a chance for him to reach his peak performance? Ja is currently in the initial phase of a hefty 5-year contract, worth a staggering $197 million. However, due to a series of unfortunate events, approximately $7.6 million of that sum has slipped through his fingers. This substantial loss stems from a 25-game suspension without pay, which followed an earlier 8-game suspension. The cause of these suspensions? Ja's ill-advised decision to flaunt a firearm on Instagram Live. In the NBA's official statement, they cited Ja's actions as conduct detrimental to the league. The first incident occurred on March 4, 2023, mere hours after the Memphis Grizzlies suffered a defeat against the Denver Nuggets. Following the game, Ja took to Instagram Live from a strip club in Colorado, where he proceeded to display his firearm. The NBA initiated an investigation following the incident of bringing firearms on team road trips, which is a direct violation of league regulations. Subsequently, he received an 8-game suspension and was omitted from the All-NBA teams, resulting in a significant loss of $39 million in contractual bonuses. In response, the player issued an apology, acknowledging his misconduct and expressing a need for personal reflection. stating that his actions were not indicative of his character. However, his contrition was short-lived as he was once again found in possession of a firearm, this time during a live video on Instagram within a span of 2 months. As a consequence, the NBA imposed a more severe penalty, suspending him for 25 games. Despite the potential for redemption from these suspensions, the player's recurring issues with firearms are just one facet of a string of challenges he faced in his 4th year in the NBA. Morant is currently facing legal action.
You threw the ball to Mr. Holloway. Where did it hit?
Yeah, he caught it by his chest.
In 2022, during a casual game, Ja Morant and his companions reportedly engaged in an altercation with Joshua Holloway, a 17-year-old high school athlete, at his residence. The young athlete alleged that Morant's sister joined the altercation, participating in physical aggression towards him, while Ja himself purportedly brandished a firearm, intimidating him. Shortly thereafter, Holloway and his mother initiated legal action against Ja Morant and his associate, Devonte Pack. However, the misdemeanor assault charge against Devonte Pack was withdrawn, leaving Ja Morant as the sole defendant in the lawsuit. Amidst everything happening, it's crucial to recognize that Ja, despite grappling with the fallout of his choices, remains inherently human, susceptible to the psychological burden of it all. Reflecting on a conversation from 2021 with Taylor Rooks, Ja delved into the impact of his emotional struggles during the 2020 season while confined within the Orlando bubble.
I don't know. I just felt like the bubble just wasn't me. Like, obviously, like I'm a homebody. Like, I like being home, but just being stuck in there and not being able to do nothing was, kind of tough. Like, I was just overthinking a lot. Like, I was, getting down. Like, but I don't tell nobody, none of that stuff. Like I just, anytime somebody asks me like, are you okay? I always say, I'm good, even if I'm not. Like, I'm just kind of used to, getting through stuff on my own. So it was definitely tough for me. So
yeah.
Not saying I was ready to leave the bubble, but I was.
At just 24 and carrying all that pressure could potentially alter the dynamic of the once dominant player we've come to know. Furthermore, his recent injury setback is unrelated to any misconduct on his part, which undoubtedly adds to the challenge for the guard. As much as we can wish for his swift recovery and return to form post-injury, the situation leaves the Grizzlies in a bit of a quandary. It's unclear what their immediate aspirations are, as they seem to be gearing up for a scenario where they have to navigate without their star guard. Some supporters of the Grizzlies might argue that while Ja Morant is undoubtedly a crucial player, the team has demonstrated its ability to perform admirably even in his absence. This sentiment is backed by statistics showing that prior to this season, the Grizzlies maintained a .573 winning percentage with Morant on the court, compared to a slightly higher .607 winning percentage without him. Since the onset of the 2021-22 season, the Grizzlies have amassed a commendable overall record of 33-17, inclusive of playoff games, in matches where Morant did not participate. Throughout the 27 games, playoffs included, that Morant sat out during the 2021-2022 season, the Grizzlies showcased their prowess by outscoring opponents by a notable margin of 376 points. Further analysis reveals that when Morant was present on the court, the Grizzlies outscored their adversaries by 4.1 points per 100 possessions. Conversely, in games where Morant was absent, the team exhibited an even more robust performance, outscoring opponents by an impressive 6.4 points per 100 possessions. So, Ja's not being around isn't the primary factor for their struggles this season. It's actually the absence of other key players on the team due to injuries. The Grizzlies' ongoing injury setbacks are the root cause of their difficulties, extending beyond just the absence of their standout guard. Considering the circumstances, it would be prudent for the Grizzlies management to accept this challenging season and explore trading their 2024 lottery pick during the offseason to bolster the team's lineup.